So in this video I would like to show you my new sketch from this kind of sketchbook. And in this video it's gonna be this one, and it's called Layers. And okay, so it kind of is just like this circle. I think it's the circle. That's how it's called, I think. And there's like this kind of circle, but it's a little bit bigger. And it has all those kind of cracks in it, and then it has like the same circle but in those kind of cracks, and it's kind of like almost never ending. It's like kind of repetition, and then even within those there are like those other circles and things like that, so it's kind of like complicated. So that's kind of what it is visually. And when it comes to like meaning, it's kind of like should represent how like a healthy, let's say, or maybe it's like a wrong word, but like how life, that's also wrong, kind of how maybe like speaking from my experience, because it kind of is from it, how life, when life feels good, it kind of is very simple like that, but when it's like worse, it can get really kind of complicated and feel so much heavier and just really like never ending. But what kind of stems from it is that not that long ago, like I'm still not in some perfect place, but it's kind of like this sketch I wanted to kind of express the kind of thing where when I was like dealing like something like really bad happened, and life was just like so complicated. Like every simple task that right now, like I do, I don't know, like let's say, I don't know, like eating a meal or making a sketch or like posting things on my website or whatever, or just like any kind of like simple task seems very like simple, like over here, right? When life feels kind of like light and kind of okay. There's still gonna be things going on, but it's kind of like, it's kind of simpler, and it's kind of like I can do something, and it's so like automatic in a way. It's so kind of fluid, and I can do something, finish it, and it happens so fast that I'm like, even wait, I actually did that, because it's just like so simple and kind of joyful more in a way. But there are like moments in life where things can be just like so, and this is like the thing that I never kind of understand, is like once you're in this place, somehow it's difficult to explain this place. It's like kind of like if life would be like a game. Like imagine your favorite game, like whatever like it is, and imagine that you love that game and it's like amazing, but it's the same game, but something suddenly like is different. It's like the same, we see kind of the same things, they lose the same, like the hypothetical game, sorry, and but something has kind of changed, and it kind of feels as if like whoever created the game or whatever changed something that makes you like not enjoy this game anymore. There's something so wrong, and yet it's looking like it's the same, but it's not, and somehow everything is like more difficult, and sometimes you even forget it. It can be so easy, or it's kind of like maybe let's like leave it like that. Then you kind of like, it's difficult to kind of like remember, and it's kind of like those kind of tasks that I do, they're suddenly crushed in so many little pieces. Like simple task as eating is suddenly like the hardest thing like ever, in a way that it doesn't happen automatically like I said over here, but it's kind of more like suddenly doing this task of like eating, which might seem like, I don't know, like let's see, some kind of 3 steps like in this kind of way of life, but over here it's like 20 or maybe even 50 like steps or more and more, like never ending. So it kind of feels like that, like like I don't know, like eating here, it's just kind of like you eat whatever, but here it kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like suddenly to do the same activity, it kind of feels like it takes way more steps to do it, and each little tiny step is so complicated. So this is like what those kind of things mean, that each of that little step is complicated, and it's like in a way again like this repetition, it's so like mixed up and twisted, and it's like such like a heavy thing to do suddenly, like, and just kind of relates to kind of everything in life. It's kind of difficult for me to say because I feel a little bit closer here right now, but it's kind of like, yeah, like everything. And I feel like a lot of people are not able to understand that. Like even myself, when I know that I've been kind of there, it's kind of difficult to me to even explain it. So if somebody never even experienced that, I guess it must be like a completely insane thing or maybe they won't understand or laugh at someone who would say something like that. I think I always kind of felt like I'm more into people who are just like not vibing with me and just like making me want to die. So anyway, so I hope it kind of makes sense. So this is it. Happy Halloween, spooky season. Happy Halloween. Wishing you everything well, and goodbye.